Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading for September. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm going to be doing a simple past, present, future spread for you today, and then I'm going to, towards the end of the reading, I will be pulling out a couple of charms and tea leaves for you. So make sure you stick around for that. Now, your astro cards are Neptune and Virgo. Neptune talks about dreams and transcendence, and Virgo talks about integrity, reverence, and service. What's going on in Virgo right now? Neptune is retrograding in Pisces till December. The Sun's in Virgo, Venus is in Virgo. That's about it. Alright, so since Neptune is retrograding, this is the time when the rose-colored glasses are lifted off. When Neptune is direct, Neptune is a planet that brings about that dream-like quality to life. It is the planet of imagination and wish fulfillments. When it is retrograding, it shows us a reality that could be a little harsh, but a reality that we need to see. This could be in relationships, it could be in our goals, it could be in our careers, it could be anything. Why it's interesting is because Virgo is the planet, is the sign, of reality. Virgo is the sign that gives us a reality check. So when the Sun is in Virgo and while Neptune is retrograding, anything that had a mystical and dream-like quality doesn't anymore. You're presented with cold hard facts. Since Venus is in Virgo right now, this has a whole lot to do with love. It is possible that you were connecting with somebody who seemed like they were perfect, who seemed like they could make all your wishes come true, but suddenly you see a side of them that you've never seen before. That is Neptune retrograding. On the other hand, this could also be how you look at love. Maybe you thought that love had to be a certain way. Maybe it had to be a fairy tale. Maybe there was always a happily ever after for you. But then you see relationships fall apart. You see divorces. You see the reality of love. And it's almost like your checklist shifts. Interesting. Let's see. Let's pull your tarot. I'm using the tarot of the mystical moments. All right, that wanted to pop. In the recent past, we have the Moon, the King of Swords. Oh yeah. And the Hierophant. I mean, this is so cohesive. It's blowing my mind. Let's get them all out. Let's see for the present. Oh wow, you have a lot of major arcana. The Three of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Star. Let's see immediate future. All right. Goodness, we have the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Scorpio. All right, when we see the recent past with the Moon card, again, this is a resurfacing of not just fear, but it is a resurfacing of things that you've kept hidden deep within your psyche. It is a reevaluation. That is what retrogrades mean regardless. A lot of planets are retrograding. Neptune, Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, and Mercury. The dreaded Mercury retrograde is upon us. When these planets retrograde, there is a review, a reassessment, and a reevaluation of ideologies, of beliefs, of relationships, of communication, of travel, of everything. Time slows down and we're given an opportunity to rethink everything. I feel like with the Moon card showing up, a lot of things from your past have resurfaced. And it's giving you a chance to look at them again, look at those things again, how you can do things differently now. With the King of Swords, I feel like you are prioritizing your intellect. You are being very wise, you're following the rules, maybe creating your own rules, but just being very strict with yourself. That's what I'm getting. You were being very strict with yourself. And with the Hierophant, I'm almost getting, why I'm getting this with the Hierophant is because of your future line. I feel like you're done dating casually. That's what I'm getting here. I don't know why. I feel like you want a higher level of commitment. You want a sense of, I've gained so much wisdom. I've worked on myself. I've polished myself. I'm following the rules. I've created a handbook for myself. I've created a checklist for myself. And I want someone to fulfill all those boxes. So you're done dating casually. You're keeping yourself open, but only to a high level of commitment. Nothing wishy-washy. In the present moment with the Three of Wands, this is a card of manifestation. You are looking to the future. You are holding that ship in your hand and telling yourself, well, I have already received this. Thank you. I am showing gratitude, which is the number one key to manifestation. Almost behaving like you already have whatever it is that you want. With the Queen of Cups, like I said, you're keeping yourself open. Your intuition is on point. You are full of love, you are full of hope, full of optimism, and not afraid to love, basically. I see a beautiful balance between heart and head here with the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. I feel like you are not getting carried away when it comes to love. You are prioritizing your intellect, but you're not closing down your heart at the same time. I feel like you may have functioned solely from a place of the heart in the past, which is why things didn't, well, go the way you wanted them to. So now there is a checklist in place. With the Star card is Aquarius energy, but it is a card of healing, it is a card of hope, it is a card of having a wish and praying for it to be fulfilled. The Hierophant and the Star. Your wish is to elevate. If this isn't love for you, it could be an elevation in anything. It could be mastering something. It could be a promotion. It could be being your own boss. It could be higher spirituality. It could be higher education. It could be any of those things. But I see that you are manifesting from a very powerful place. You're not manifesting from a Page of Cups or a Page of Swords kind of place. You know what I mean? It's not a diluted energy. It's a strong energy. It is a powerful energy. And the universe is just going to, well, you're magnetic. So the universe is going to reward you with equally beautiful things. But in the immediate future, we have the Ace of Wands, Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands. You are looking at a certain opportunity as a burden. The Ace of Wands could be anything. It could be a creative spark. It could be a creative opportunity. It could be a passionate message. It could be a declaration of feelings. It could be a myriad of things. But I almost feel like you're walking away from this without fully exploring it. Because you're telling yourself that, no, this is way too much of a burden. I don't want to indulge. Sometimes when we are after something, when we are hoping for something, we want it to reach us in the same exact way that we wanted to see it, with a pretty little bow attached. Sometimes the universe gives us a tiny little seed that is an opportunity. It's not a fully grown oak. I understand this is the Ace of Wands and not the Ace of Pentacles. I'm just giving you an analogy. If you are handed that fully grown oak, you are not going to care for it as much as you would the baby seed. Once you plant that baby seed and once you take care of it and you water it, it's your baby, right? You've brought it up from nothing. So the value of it increases in your eyes. But I see you just dismissing that opportunity. Oh, it's too small. It's too much of a burden to, make this work, to water it, to do all of that. I'm just going to walk away. To reach this level of mastery, the Hierophant in the original Rider-Waite has 3 levels to his crown. It talks about initiation, apprenticeship, and mastery. There isn't one level that just says mastery on it. There is an initiation that needs to happen. So if you are looking for a higher level of commitment, make sure you are starting from step 1. You know what I mean? You can't jump to step 1000 in one fell swoop. Give this a chance, whatever this is. It may come across as something that's kind of wishy-washy and doesn't have too much staying power, but give it a little bit of your energy. You may surprise yourself. All right, let's get you a few tea leaves. Quill, get back to the basics. This has been showing up a lot. Write yourself a letter. And I place my cards intuitively. It's right on top of the Three of Wands, which is a card of manifestation. Write down your goals, and write down your goals in the present tense. I did this myself, and I still have that letter in my wallet. I wrote it 15 years ago. Everything I wrote manifested itself into my reality. So write to the universe, I am grateful for such and such. Thank you for making such and such happen. And if this is a letter or some kind of communication that needs to happen to somebody else, forget the emails and the SMSs. Write a letter to them. You may find it easier to communicate how you feel. All right, Dolphin. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Interesting. We didn't get too much money happening here, but then it's possible that there is something that you need to go back to. Get back to the basics. Maybe something that brought you money in the past, maybe it's time for you to revive it. Wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. You need to have a goal. What did I say? There needs to be a particular goal for you. You can't just expect to reach that level of mastery and that level of higher commitment or whatever it is without having a blueprint. There are levels to this. Make sure you're following the rules that you have created for yourself. Rooster. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I need one more for this. Vase. Secret admirer. That is so hilarious. It's possible that there is somebody around you, which is why maybe you're not looking at this. It's possible that this person is egoistic, that they're full of hot air, full of themselves, but there is a lot of admiration. You know how in those high school movies, there will be these kids who would pull at the girls' braids, right? And the girls would think that, oh, this guy hates me. But in fact, that person admired her. That person loved her. And bullying that girl was just a form of expressing how that person felt. So that's what I'm getting here. If you feel like a person doesn't really like you and you feel like they're just constantly bullying you, it's possible that there's a lot more behind the surface. Under the surface, pardon me. Well, family wishes coming true. Beautiful. Again, you have the Star. I feel like there's a lot of wish fulfillment happening here on all fronts. Oh, we just have to. Whoa, that's weird. I have a lot of charms in this, and that's all that popped up. For me, Pentacles represent not just earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's possible you're dealing with one of those. It talks about stability, talks about groundedness. The Hierophant is a card of Taurus. It is a card of rooting yourself and creating a legacy of love. It talks about generational wealth. It is 10 of Pentacles energy for me. And it talks about money. It talks about groundedness. I feel like if you feel like you've been, well, indecisive and allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, not for too long. I've been talking about that big old oak for a reason. That's why it was coming to me. For me, these are seeds. These are seeds that are being offered to you. Make sure you plant them and nourish them. And you will be able to enjoy the fruit eventually. All right, long reading. That was it for you, Scorpio. Hope this helped. Bye-bye.